One. All right, welcome guys to hour number 3 of CO Goes Live for Giving Tuesday Now. At the top of each hour from noon to 5 p.m. Pacific, you're going to hear from different staff and students to say hello and allow you a little peek into their lives. We just wanted to be able to share stories of gospel impact and be able to invite you to be a part of it. We're doing this because this is Giving Tuesday. And in light of COVID-19, there's a lot of different challenges and struggles that can come up, but we wanted to invite you guys to be a part of that. So our specific ask for today, we have 2 asks to invite you to be a part of this. One, we're asking for $10,000 for 10 staff to be kind of divvied up to allow us to continue to impact these students during this season. And then number 2 is we're hosting 2 Zoom prayer times. We really believe in the power of prayer. And so we want to invite you next Tuesday and Thursday to come in and pray with us. You can find out more information. There should be links probably popping up everywhere for you right now, but it's www.cosandiego.org/live to sign up to be able to give or to partner in prayer. Now, I know the real reason you guys came here today. We're going to do a little interview, and our guests on this hour are Noah and Moses. Hello, guys.
Hey, everybody. I'm Noah. I'm on staff at the campus of UCSD, and I've been on staff for about 9 months now.
Hi, my name is Moses. I'm a sophomore at UCSD. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see you guys are debuting your quarantine mustaches right now. They look good.
That's right.
Good. Everybody's kind of debuting their quarantine hair, facial hair. So tell me, what's it like for you guys? Tell me about your quarantine situation.
Yeah, man, we have 4 guys in a less than 1,000 square foot apartment. We have 1 kitchen that's not big enough for more than 1.5 people to be in at any moment to cook. And we're just tight. It's like physically tight, but we've been able to grow a lot in our relationships, a lot more friction, a lot more conflict resolution, and just a lot more grace in general because of the nature of the circumstances. We see each other around the clock, literally see each other the moment we sleep. And then sometimes for Moses, when I come and wake him up at a pretty unreasonable time, he's the first face that I see in the morning as well.
Beautiful. So you guys are living together, a couple hundred square feet. You've been living together all year. Tell me why. One of you is a staff, one of you is a student. Why in the world, why are you guys living together?
Yeah, so last year I met Moses pretty early on in the school year, and he ended up coming to one of our fall retreats, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks into the quarter. And I remember watching this guy's behavior. He was just like, why am I here? He was shy. He didn't know anybody. But I really appreciated his boldness. And it was something that I wanted to pursue, just the character and personality of Moses and just to become friends with him. And towards the end of the year last year, I asked him, what's his housing situation like for the future? And I knew that I wanted to have a huge impact in someone else's life just by being able to live with them, doing life-on-life ministry, and being able to model and to see each other's daily behavior, apart from just having a once-a-week Bible study, but to pursue younger men into raising them into Christ-centered leaders by being able to live with them and to do life with them on a daily basis. Why did you say yes to living with us?
Yeah, I guess last year I didn't really have clear housing plans for my sophomore year, and I've always wanted to live outside of campus, but I guess I couldn't really find anyone to live outside of campus with. So yeah, I didn't really know where to live, and I think Noah came at like the perfect time of like saying, this rent is really cheap. I think that's what got me. I was like, damn, that is pretty cheap. You save a lot of money.
You're easy to get, man. Off
Yeah.
campus, cheap rent. That's a win.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, and like seeing like the people that I was going to be living with, they were like pretty cool.
That's awesome. Well, tell me a little bit about the experience then. Like, we'll start with you, Moses. You've gotten to live with this guy for almost a year now. What have you learned from him? What have you taken away from this time?
Yeah, definitely learned a lot of discipline, and it came in many forms. Um, it can get annoying, but that's what discipline is. It can be as small as making sure to wash my dishes after I eat, um, to working out in the morning, to making sure that I got into the Word every day, and yeah, it was a constant reminder that I needed to be. I have to make a schedule and commit to it, and make sure I'm reading the Word and spending time with the Lord. And many times I get really lazy and forget, but and if I were living alone or like living at home, I would like totally like not do it. But having like these guys always remind me, like every time, yeah, it really helped me grow my faith. Yeah, so that for that I'm like really thankful.
Sounds like you've learned some discipline and probably some patience too. Uh,
Yeah.
what about you, Noah? What have you kind of learned from Moses this year?
I think living with Moses for the past year, I've learned the value of incredible work ethic. This guy is at the forefront of some cutting edge, like AR, augmented reality, virtual reality stuff. And it feels like I'm getting dated, like and just getting older as I see what the potential of this world is, like what's offered and stuff. And seeing him just constantly being on call with interviews with companies and reaching out, just really progressing in career opportunities and things of that nature. I've seen like a man with ambition, a man with desire, and now I get to see it's a man who's after God's heart in this process. And there was a flip earlier when we lived together. I got to see him actually idolize those things and really suffer the consequences of that. And while living together, seeing him surrender his life to Jesus, helping him walk through that sort of process, and today seeing how he actually relies on the Lord to lay out his path, to establish Moses' steps. I personally get to see this amazing transformation in that same work ethic, which hasn't changed. He still works incredibly hard, but the direction and the purpose behind it being Christ-centered. And I think I've been personally blessed with that, as I get to see someone who's a couple years younger than me with such a vision for his life and such direction as well.
I love it, man. This guy's the future right here. All you guys looking in, hire him. All the businesses I'm sure that are watching this right now, hire this guy. Last question for you guys. I mean, getting to live together. You're young. A bunch of guys live together. I'm sure there's been some fun times, some good memories. Any good stories from the year? Any good memories?
For me, man, I love working out, and I love being able to help teach people how to exercise and implement a daily schedule. So one of my supporters actually he trained the Cincinnati Bengal linemen, and he offered us a workout program that is meant for NFL grade players. And I was like, "Hey Moses, you want to try this out? I think it'll make us really strong. I think it'll make us be disciplined." And I didn't know exactly what we were signing up for, but all of fall quarter for about 8 weeks. It was an 8-week program. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., we'd walk over to the gym, and we would have the hardest workouts of our lives, to the point where we'd be walking back home and limping and regretting every Monday because Mondays were leg days. But the sweet times that came with that was as we walked back from the gym, we would be able to talk about how our relationship with Jesus has been on a daily basis, walking with the Lord through the physical expression of walking back home and the limping that came with that. So it was almost metaphorical in how there's struggles in our walks with Jesus, but it is a walk, and we do it together side by side.
Oh man, the memories that you have of this last year are very different than the memories that I have of this last year. What about you, Moses? Any good memories?
Yeah, for sure. I think coming to an apartment, I didn't really know how to cook, or I don't think I've ever learned how to cook. It's
Mm.
just like burnt eggs and ramen. That just, but yeah. So when I first moved in, I was like, all right, so what are we eating? Like, go out or something? That's when they started going to Rouse and buying actual ingredients, and I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty new. So yeah, I realized that then and there that I had to like figure out what I'm going to eat for the rest of the week. Um, and with Noah's help, I was able to learn how to meal prep. It's very efficient and easy to do, kind of. So I think the first thing that I made was, what did I make? I forgot. Chicken,
It's probably chicken,
thighs.
rice, and broccoli,
Oh
man.
shit. But yeah, I learned how to use the George Foreman. I didn't even know what that was. Uh,
Yes.
I learned how to like cook rice and like package things into 8 Tupperwares. And yeah, I mean, I still don't really know how to cook. I just put some random stuff in there. Doesn't taste great, but it's edible and keeps me alive. So yeah, just being able to survive. Yeah.
I would say that's one. That's amazing. 3 years into marriage, right? I used to do the same thing. We would go George Foreman. Pork is the cheapest meat, and so you get some pork, some lemon pepper seasoning, put it on there while you're making your rice. Microwave some vegetables or something like that. Boom, that's dinner.
Dude, he got our recipe somehow. That's exactly what we do.
That's what every guy does. Every like meal prep recipe. That's not a real meal. We do HelloFresh now, so shout out to HelloFresh. Cooked last night. We had lobster ravioli with
Ooh.
some sort of butter balsamic vinaigrette reduction sauce. I don't know. You just put salt and pepper on everything in HelloFresh, and it's good.
We're not using salt. That's why it
Yeah.
doesn't taste so good.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper on everything, and butter. That makes it good. Well, thanks guys for sharing, allowing us a little peek into your lives. You can wave bye. Thanks, Moa. Moa. That's like your guys' name together, Moa. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Just a reminder, we're doing this because it's Giving Tuesday now. And so if you want to come and partner in either prayer or giving, you can sign up at cosandiego.org/live. And this has been the 2:00 Pacific hour. Coming up next at the top of 3:00 is going to be KJ and AJ interviewing some athletes and how God is moving throughout athletes here in San Diego. So I'm excited for that. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and peace.